You ever watched a 3x3 tutorial trying to figure out how to solve the 3x3 and you just say to yourself, I can't do this, this is pretty hard. What if I told you there's something out there easier and still very impressive? The 2x2.
What makes a 2x2 so easy
is because it's only made up of corners, 8 of them. The 3x3 is also made up of 8 corners, but it also has edges in between each corner. Now, since the 2x2 only has corners, we only need to use algorithms that apply to corners. For example, here's both the top layers not done on them. So the 2x2 doesn't have any edges, so we can just solve it in one algorithm. But in 3x3, you have to do one algorithm to solve the edges, and then another algorithm to solve the corners. This makes 2x2 a lot easier since we only need to use one algorithm. In general, 2x2 is just a lot easier. So before we get started, I highly recommend, if you haven't already, learn the Rubik's Cube notation. I'll leave it up here, or you can go check out the link in the description. It will just teach you how to read algorithms like these. I'll start off by showing you the steps of how you would solve a 2x2 using the beginner's method. So first, you just scramble it. Then you solve the white side, like I did here, and then you would move the pieces around so you have a layer finished at the bottom here, and then one of something algorithms you have to do to get the white side finished, and then one of 2 algorithms to finish this part around there. Step 1, finish the white side. So you're going to want to find the white pieces, and you're going to somehow pair them together. You should be able to figure this out fairly easy. You can see here, this piece we can move up just like that and make a 3 L shape. Then this last piece right here, we can move it to the side. You can bring this corner right here, down to this place. And then you want to make sure this white sticker lines up with the other white sticker. Then just bring it back up, and there you go. You got the white side done. Step 2, making a ring around the first layer. Now this part is pretty, you still have to figure it out by yourself still too. So you bring the corner down that you want to move out. So first we got this pair over here solved. Now, ones that are unsolved, we can bring one of those down, move it around down there. Don't move it back in this slot, because that will bring it back up. I guess you could do that, it doesn't matter. So you just move it out of there, and then you move it to the other side until they pair up. And then this one goes right here, so you're going to bring it down like that, put the white sticker in, bring it back up, then you got a ring around it. You're just going to have to experiment, figure this out yourself. There's not really any way to teach you how to do it, I don't think. On to step 3. Now we're going to have to start learning algorithms. Now there's 7 algorithms you have to learn, and most of them you can actually use on 3x3 too. So what this step basically is you want to make the whole top side yellow. Now the first case we're going to be doing is called sune. This one you can actually do on 3x3 too. So you have one corner up, and then you have a yellow piece sticking outward, then you turn to the side, these yellow piece is sticking outward in the same position, and then another yellow sticker. So you want to do R, U, R prime, U, R, U2, R prime. That goes the same for the 3x3. R, U, R prime, U, R, U2, R prime. Next case is called anti-sune. It's basically the same thing, so you've got a block right here with yellow on top, and then your yellow stickers over on the side this time instead of the front. And this also is on the 3x3. So the algorithm is R, U2, R prime, U prime, R, U prime, R prime. Now we got another case. This one, it has a bar on top, and it has two headlights sticking outwards instead of forward on this side. They stick to the side instead of the front. So this also is on a 3x3. The algorithm for that is a bit different. I will show that in a little bit. So the algorithm for this is R, U, R prime, U prime, R prime, F, R, F prime. And the algorithm for the 3x3 actually just has R wide moves. So it'd be R wide, U, R prime, U prime, R prime, F, R, F prime. Now another case with a bar on top. But this time the headlights are on the front and it makes another bar on the front. So to do this, it is like this. F, R, U, R prime, U prime, F prime. The next case has two yellow pieces on top again, but this time they're diagonal from each other. Now for this one, you're going to have it so the headlight, or the yellow piece, is sticking on this side, and so make sure the yellow is on this side and not on this side. So to do that, you're just going to have diagonals like this. Make sure it looks exactly like mine. And then you want to do F, R prime, F prime, R, U, R, U prime, R prime. This also is for the 3x3, but with R wide moves, so it would look like this. Okay, now there's this case where there's no yellow on top, but there is a pair here and a pair on the other side. And, well, you can just do R2, U2, R, U2, R2. That solves the yellow top. The final case. Now, this is one you have no yellow on top. You have a pair here and a broken, just whatever I'd call that. So it's not like the other one where you had two pairs on each side. You have a pair here, and then they're broken apart here. So to do this one, you'd hold it at this angle and do R, U2, R2, U, R2, U, R2, U2, R. There's also a 3x3 one for this. It looks like this. It's a cross, basically the same corner thing. And you do the algorithm. For the final step, you've almost solved the 2x2. Now there are two cases for this one. It's either you have a pair here or there's no pair. So for this one, it's on the 3x3 it'd be called a T-perm, but you do R, U, R prime, U prime, R prime, F, R2, U prime, R prime, U prime, R, U, R prime, F prime. And on the 3x3 it swaps these two corners too. Now the last and final algorithm you need to learn. It is where there is no pair on the top. Now you can do this from any angle you'd like. Just whatever angle you like, except like this or like this. You have to do it with yellow facing up. Now, the algorithm is F, R, U prime, R prime, U prime, R, U, R prime, F prime. R, U, R prime, U prime, R prime, F, R, F prime. And then, after that, you just keep rotating the top layer until it is solved. Congratulations, you have now solved the 2x2. Oh, and I forgot, that same algorithm is used on 3x3. This one's called a Y-perm. It's where you have two pairs right here, and it swaps these two corners with also these two edges. So you do the algorithm, boom. Now it's time for an example solve, so you would see how you would solve it, or what it would look like. So, first, I can see this white corner piece is set up here. And then, so once you're good enough, you actually can put all the corner pieces in, and no extra work is required. So you can just solve that. And then we got this case with the two pairs on each side. And then we got this one with the pair on the side there. So we put the unsolved piece over here, and we do this algorithm there. It's pretty easy. Now you can go impress people with this. It is a lot easier than the 3x3. It's also still very impressive. All I have for you guys in beginners 2x2. If you have any questions or video requests, just leave them in the comments. And all your questions, I'll be happy to answer. Thanks for watching, and I hope to see you in a future video.